All right, guys, today let's talk about appliances when you're doing a new construction home. I had a friend of mine, he called me this morning, as a matter of fact, and I was just thinking about this, but he called me this morning. He said, "Hey, do you install, he's doing a spec home, and he said, do you put refrigerators in your spec homes?" It's like, no, I don't put refrigerators. And I kind of have this little saying, guys. I don't, the appliances that I only put into the house, into a new construction home, even if I'm doing custom, is gonna be things in that kitchen that does not have wheels. Okay? So refrigerators typically have wheels on it, wine coolers and things like that. They have wheels on them and slide in. I don't install those. I don't make that connection to them, and I don't have my guys to make that connection to them for liability purposes only. Guys, and if you do this as a builder, and I wasn't good at this. I had a situation happen, but I didn't do a good job at this. Guys, if you do that, you have to explain that to that homeowner on the front end. You can't wait till the end of the house to get ready to move in, and then you come back and say, "Well, I don't put this in. I don't do this right here. I don't put this right. I don't put these right here in." To me, in my opinion, guys, it's probably not going to be fair to that homeowner. So, builders, you have to do it, and me as well, guys. I have to do a better job at making sure I document and explain all these things. If I'm not going to install it, I need to make sure that me and that homeowner is on the same page before I even build a house. Guys, as a matter of fact, when I even quote appliance packages, I don't even include the refrigerator. I don't include the refrigerator and any kind of things that you can roll in there. Washing machine, I don't include all that stuff. The only thing I typically include is going to be that dishwasher, and I will do, you got to have a vent fan, and then you got to have your cooktop or stove or your range, and sometimes they have it as a wall unit. But guys, those are the only things I include in my package. So if I'm doing a quote and your quote come up to be about $6,000, well, that homeowner's gonna look at that and say, that's not enough to do everything. I got a refrigerator, I got a wine cooler, I got this, I got my washing machine and stuff like that. But what I didn't explain to them, and sometimes I have a bad, it's on me in some cases, guys. I got to get better about this right here. But the refrigerator's not in that. And I did this with my other homeowner. The refrigerator's not in it. If you want a washing machine, that's not in that's not in it. And the only thing you're really getting is going to be a cooktop. If you got a cooktop, a range or stove, whatever you have on that, and dishwasher, and $6,000 in a nice home, that should be enough. I even had one homeowner to say that the package that I gave him for the appliance package was at the level of it wasn't at the level of a custom home. It was at the level of a cookie cutter pancake home, or whatever they call those things. Those cookie cutter homes that some of these production builders will build. He's like, that's what it is. But the explanation was that I didn't include everything in there. You should be able to get you should be able to get the things that I include in there with the budget that I put in there. Now, if you want to put refrigerators and all those things in there, of course, it's going to be a whole lot more. But as a builder, guys, if you're going to do those appliance packages, you got to let that homeowner know, guys. You got to let them know on the front end how this whole appliance stuff is going to work. And if you're not going to install them, now, guys, I tell you what, I've had some times with refrigerators and anything that, the appliance guys come in, because the appliance guys going to have insurance. Well, you have insurance too, but you don't want to have to call your insurance out because you tried to connect the refrigerator and you mess around and you didn't get that little thing that you the little drain, not the drain line, but the water line all the way tight. And now it then, you done leaked all over the floor. You done got mold and all that. See, you don't want to, as a builder, you already got enough stuff. You got 300,000 parts in that house that you're responsible for. You don't probably need to take on another challenge. That's just my opinion. So let the appliance guys, who this is what they do, this is what they understand. And not only that, these appliance guys, they understand what kind of connections they need. Now, there should be a connection between the builder and if there's any kind of appliance that's kind of different, that you got to figure out how to connect it. There needs to be some talk going on there. And as a builder, I know I can do a lot of things, guys, but I just don't have a lot of time sometimes to try to figure out what's going on with all these appliances. That's why I have to have a good appliance team to reach out to me and say, hey, this is what we're going to need for this right here. This is what we ordered. This is what we're going to need, so that when my subs are out here, they can actually take care of a lot of those things while they're there. But guys, like I said, as a builder, guys, and I fail at this, and I got to fix that. Probably one way that you can win at this right here, guys. You can't do it by yourself. See, I'm running around as one of those builders that's trying to do everything alone, and that's very difficult. And most of the bigger builders, guys, especially custom builders here, the homeowners never even talk to the builder. The licensed builder, they never even talk to him. They put a blanket of people in front of him so that those homeowners don't have access to that builder. And in most cases, I've talked to builders, and most cases the reason for that is because at some point in time there will be a breakdown. If you're communicating with them all the time, because builders have so much and they're very direct. Most builders I know are very direct. And if they have constant communication with homeowners and things like that, eventually going to be a breakdown, and you're going to have some problems. So it's always good to have a superintendent as a builder helping you so that you can focus on other things, or have a office staff that's helping you make sure you document and talk to these homeowners. Hey, look, this is what we're going to do on the front end. But like I said, guys, when you put those appliances in, if it was me, anything that rolls, I wouldn't install it, but you need to explain that to that homeowner prior to you signing the contract or before you even start ordering appliances. And I would even go as far as to say that any kind of installation that's involved in all those things, go ahead and add that to your appliance budget as well. That way, if the guys had to come out 2 or 3 times, that's on them, because you already paid for the installation fee. So get that stuff on the front end, guys, and keep that in mind, guys. But the biggest thing that you need to get out of this right here, builders, is you have to communicate with your homeowners, and don't just assume that they know the rules. You got to talk to them. You got to find out, and you guys got to sit down. And like I said, guys, I forget. You got a lot of things going on. I forget, and I own it, man. If I mess it up, I mess it up. But you got to communicate with them and say, hey, I'm not going to put that in. I'm not going to put this right here in. But that needs to be done on the front end. You guys like, share, subscribe, and this is the way.